Hey up! What are you doing here? Let's get litty. I'm gonna start with this W7 hemp primer. It's actually called Happy Hemp. W7 also brought out a range called the Happy Hemp collection, which includes a lip primer, a mascara, a smoking brow gel, and there's also, and they also have 3 different lip glosses to go with the collection. The W7 website, it actually says the Primo Primer Oil gives you a hydrating base ready to give makeup that all day staying power. It's very oily, obviously it's oil. It don't smell. It smells a little minty. I'd have preferred if they'd have actually brought out something that was perfect then, as well as hydrating, because as you can see, you could fall in these craters. Yeah, I found these hemp blenders. I was just looking online. They're actually by Dandielle. The blenders are hemp infused to help nourish, hydrate and restore moisture for a glowing complexion. I'm going to use one slightly damp and I'm going to use one dry. And you can see the 2 different. They actually feel really nice actually. Let me get my Real Techniques. Yeah, they feel. This one's actually a little bit softer. As you, I don't know if you can see. This is a little bit firmer. So this is better for really packing that foundation into them pores, like beating that mug. This one's like a gentle beat. This is for them days when you're feeling sensitive. And you're like, when you're there trying to beat it, you feel like literally being beat up.
So what?
I'm going in with the Fit Me Maybelline. It's actually applying really nice with this sponge, and it's dry as well. So I'm going to go into the right side of my face with the damp one. It's not actually soaked up much product either, to be fair. Like, I've got good coverage here, and I didn't go ham as you saw. Well, I hope so. If you didn't, then what was you doing? You should have been watching me. Oh look, you can see the size difference as well between the damp one. It's almost doubled its size. So we're going to go in now on this side. Oh. Yeah, I'm not sure if you're seeing that, but I preferred it dry. I think the application was a lot smoother. I think it's watered down foundation. As you can see, it's blended out nicely. I actually quite like these blenders, I'm not going to lie. They are quite delicate on the face, which is always a push. You don't want to be dragging your skin, giving yourself wrinkles. Like, I just think I look so good at my age. Joke. I'm not actually going to go in with the damp beauty blend. I'm just going to go in with the dry and go on the other side. But I'm going in with my, again, because I actually love this. I also like this because it doesn't fall into the lines under my eyes. But then I don't particularly go ham with it anyway. I go in here just because as you can tell, I don't have much of a bridge. So if I go in here with concealer, it brings it out slightly. So it deceives the eye into thinking I have a bridge. And I'm not trying to go like too bright under the eye. Oh my god, I'm sorry if you can hear cry. I've had to lock my dog away because she's just so distracting while I'm trying to film. And you already know about Coco run off with my eyelash already. I'm not looking for it to come teeth no more, like my brushes or anything. Because that bitch is kleptomaniac. I could actually tell you a story about someone who I knew was a kleptomaniac. But he had a really bad kleptomaniac addiction. Like, to the point of, we went to the garden centre. And like, when we got in the car to leave, he decided to then announce to me that he nicked this fudge. And I was like, so you almost got us arrested? Well, not me, but he was my ride, so if he got arrested, I'd be stranded at this garden centre, God knows where. But yeah, it's that much of a clap toe, we had to nick it like fudge. Who nicks fudge? Who even nicks, like... I could tell you another story, since we're on this topic. Watching TV one day and then seeing someone turn up that you know on a crime programme for nicking in pawn shop. To set the foundation, I'm just going to go in with Stay Matte, but not flat, NYX powder. Right, now we're going to do brows. I don't actually do much to my brows, I'm not going to lie. But, since it's just a brow gel, I'm going to just go in with that, just to set these brows. Right, so this is what it looks like. Let's have a look what the... Oh, it's quite small. Again, there's not really much scent to it. This is the applicator. It's fairly small, I don't know if you can... Compared to the spoolie that I've just used, that's one brow done. I don't know if you can actually... It's just a little bit of gel. A wee bit of gel. It has. Now let's see if we can get them looking like twins. Considering I'm not doing anything other than gelling them, that's like, how's that possible? Although I'm naturally blessed, as you can tell, look, natural brow. As if Tom does them for me, I'm not gonna lie. Otherwise I'd look like a Yeti. I'm gonna go in with the Collection Illuminating Eye Primer. Right, now the primer's on, let's just let it sit for a minute. I'm actually quite excited to review this palette because I've had it a while. I've just not got around to filming it yet. And that is the Revolution Chilled Palette. They've re-released these in 8-pan, yeah, I think they're 8-pan minis. Whereas this one's got 18 shades in here. So yeah, I've been excited about reviewing this. So you get my thoughts on it today. So as you know, like all these products that I'm testing out today are like hemp infused or sativa. Like I didn't mention earlier, but I use this moisturizer, and it's by Avon. This I love this. I've got the set actually, but I don't really use the other stuff, just the moisturizer. Off with this shade Relax. Just here. As the first shade I'm going to be dipping into. I think there's quite a bit of kickback here. Right, we're going to take this just above the crease. I think this colour is a bit too close to my own skin colour, which is good if you're going for a makeup free day. But I can kind of see that. It's time to like dig into a green. And I'm going to go for this colour here, Plant, which is a very nice dark green. It's the darkest green of the mattes anyway. There's a lot of kickback with this palette. It's actually going on, it's actually blending with the previous colour quite nicely. I'm just going to use my fluffy blending brush just to blend them out a little bit to make it look a little bit more seamless on the edge. Yeah, I'm like a bar of fine wine. It's getting better with time. Now we're going in with this colour. I'll just actually start tapping into it already, as you can see. This colour here, Burn. And we're going to take this just on the outer V of the eye. Just to add some definition to the eye. To make it look a bit more. Next, we're going to go in with Leaf. I'm going to go just more in the centre of the eye with this colour. As you can see, it's a lighter green, just this one here. Right, now I've gone in with that Leaf. I'm now going to go in with Goddess, and I'm just going to, it's this glitter here, that one there. So I'm just going to go in with my finger with this one and just put this over the lid on top of the leaf that I've just put down. There. Right. Now. So far we've used plant, burnt, leaf and goddess. Now we're actually going to go into haze, which I'm going to put just on in the corner, which is this gold right here. Right, now we're going to smoke out under the lash line. Now we're going to go in with the Hemp Collection by W7 mascara, just to finish this off. Right, now this is the applicator, it's bent. Pretty much, it's got a bit of an earthy smell to it. I'm not sure what that's about, but anyway, let's see how this applies. I actually really like this. Got the lip primer to try out, and then we've got the choice of 3 glosses. As I said, I just want to quickly contour my nose. For that, I'm going to go into my PS contour kit, which is from Primark. As you can see, she's been used. She's not new. She's not brand new. Just to like contour, I need to get a mirror because I need to make sure this contour is snatched. The trick I do is I tend to contour, it looks harsh at the minute but I'm going to blend it out, but I tend to go from my brow down and then round just to give myself a smaller tip, because I don't really have a bridge, so I like to give the fantasy of a bridge even though I don't have one. And that's the way I tend to do it. I find it works for me. It's always best to take your time with this. It's easier to add than take away. Right, and I'm just going to go in with my sponge that I used earlier just to bounce that in and blend it out a little bit. For blush, again, I'm going into Avon, and I like to put it, like rub my finger onto the product itself and then tap it onto the apples of the cheeks. I'm actually going to use a colour, a shadow from this palette in order to highlight as well. Right, we're going to go into Acapulco, which is this gold right here. We're going to use a fan brush in order to do that. Just to stroke above the brow. And then get on the nose. I was debating whether to do a wing, but I decided not to do a wing because I actually kind of winged out this anyway, this look here. We have Mary Jane, Haze and Cashed Out. I'm going to go in with the Mary Jane because it's the darker of the 3. I would have gone in with the Chilled Out, so the Haze, if I'd had a lipstick underneath, but this is all about these products. And not forgetting I put that primer on earlier on. I'm not sure about the primer. It's almost like just like lip oil. That glass is actually quite nice. It's not too sticky. No, it's quite nice. It's not too pigmented either. It could do probably a little bit more pigment in. But it is meant to be a gloss, so it's not meant to be too pigmented. Anyway, this is the final look. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment. If you don't like it, what could I say? That's not my problem. Tell someone who cares. And if you do like it, give us a thumbs up. Even if you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. I don't care, I can take it. I'm a big boy. Right, before I give my final thought, there's no paid opinions here. This is my opinion. So you better believe I'm going to be honest on what I personally think or feel about these products. Right, let's start giving feedback. First off, we went in with the primer. To be honest, I wouldn't really recommend it. It's not that it's a bad product. It's just if you've got greasy skin, you definitely don't need to be putting oils on top of that. Equally, oil tends to break down makeup, so I'm interested to see how this plays out over the course of the day. The chilled palette, I definitely recommend this. It's cheap, it's cheerful, it does what it says it's meant to do. You do get a bit of fallout, however, not enough to like warrant moaning about. Mascara. The mascara, to be fair, let me have a look. In here. Yeah, it's quite nice. It's not been flaking. It's stayed. My lashes still look nice, if I may say so. Penultimately, we have the lip primer. Now, if I was going to be using a velour lipstick, I don't think this would work because it would be too greasy, so it would start breaking down the lipstick. And for lip gloss, it was a bit too greasy. It never actually like settled in, mattified, or did anything other than be greasy. I've still got the gloss on, which again, it's not too sticky, it's not uncomfortable. I've not applied any more. What I put on earlier is what I've still got on now, and it's still there. So I'd recommend this. I've not tried the other two. I definitely want to give the Haze lip gloss a try. That's the clear one, but I want to try that over a lipstick and see what that looks like, because I think it might look quite pretty. And if it's as comfortable as this one, I'll be using it regularly. The only one I'm really disappointed with was the primer. So yeah, this is the only product that I've used today that I wouldn't actually recommend. Please comment and like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.